Has it ever get lonely thinking you don't have to say just what you did? I already know. I had to go and find out from them. So tell me how's it? Oh, oh, oh. I'm too far away to hold me. You didn't want no warning. Put you out there. Being in the sky. Does it ever get so lonely? Find the pussy in this frame. It's me. Ooh. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Oreo, Marie, Clark. Alrighty, so today's video, I'm gonna be showing you what I do for my everyday makeup look. What I do typically every day for my everyday makeup look. Hence the name of the video. This is typically what I will wear to school or to work if I'm feeling like it, but normally I don't wear any makeup to work, and sometimes I wake up late and don't have time to put makeup on for class. You're gonna need to move, you can't stay there. Please, and you'll feel. Alrighty, so I already did all my skincare, so my skin has a nice dewy looking base. Let's get started. I will usually go in with my Too Faced Beauty Balm. This is kind of expensive. I think I actually got this on Poshmark, so it wasn't full price. The drugstore alternative product would be the Rimmel BB cream. It's the matte, it's the 9-in-1 skin perfecting super makeup. I sometimes will mix these together, but they're both really good products. Can you please move, baby? Tell me how it feels sitting up there. So, oh yeah, do some of that. Get my video more views for being cute. I don't put this on my hand or my finger. I just put it directly on my skin because I feel like when I put it on my hand, I end up just wasting product. I always put way too much on. And then mix, and then do that. So I just put it directly on. I will then spray some of my Milani Make It Last setting spray before I even blend anything out. Ow! I just plucked my eyebrows and that stung. Okay, it's gone. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, it's gone now. Normally, I prefer using a makeup brush to blend out foundations and stuff. I just prefer to use a beauty blender for this product just because it looks more natural and works better. I filmed this video a couple of times already, and hopefully third time's the charm. My skin just looks so healthy now, you know? Well, my camera just died, but I have a backup battery. Still just continuing to blend. Blend, 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 blend. I wouldn't wear foundation if my complexion didn't get so uneven, but I do tend to get red in some spots, so that's just the way I prefer to wear foundation or BB cream. Next, typically we'll use either one of these concealers. This is the Revlon Color Stay Concealer in the shade Fair Clair. It's like everyone's talked about already, but it's the Age Rewind by Maybelline. It is actually a good concealer. It just really brightens up for my eyes, you know? Sometimes I'll mix them. Oh wow, I'm such a beauty guru. I mix concealer. Sometimes I'll put a little bit up here just to highlight. Oh shit. And I put concealer right here too. And then I will go in again with this setting spray real quick, like, just so that the beauty blender isn't completely dry. Or I'll spray it directly onto the beauty blender, but I feel like I waste product that way. Oh, a little trick. Pro tip, blend the concealer onto your eyelids to add a brightening effect to your eyes. I always do that, and it makes me look more awake, I think. If I'm really in a rush, then I won't put that beauty balm on, and I'll just put concealer on the spots where I get red, so like in here, a little up here, under my eye. Now that we have that done, I like to set the liquid stuff down, just because if I don't, then my skin will get really oily throughout the day, and that's not good. I'm sure you've heard about this before too, but I use the Airspun loose face powder in transparent, and I take another little beauty sponge that's dirty and needs to be thrown away because I need a new one. And I use the angled side to just pat down the powder, and then I will set under my eyes like that. Wow, I'm like balding or something. I'm gonna try and look into the viewfinder. And this also just keeps the concealer from moving around throughout the day. It's kind of like baking, but it's not really because it already is melted into my skin already. So after that, I will just use a little kabuki brush. This is Beauty Accents. I like to use this one. It's just a bronzer brush that I got at Target, but the handle broke off and it's getting really old and kind of crappy now. And I looked for a new one and I could not find it anywhere. So if you've seen this brush, let me know. Then I will just set the rest of my face lightly, because otherwise it starts to look pretty cakey. And I don't like that look. I like a more natural look, especially for like school or daytime wear. Oh my god, I have an itch on my nose! Okay, now that that's done, I do my bronzer. I have this Physicians Formula Bronze Booster, and it has all the 4 different seasons. It has spring, summer, winter, fall. It's not my favorite bronzer, but it works. I'm just gonna use my Morphe bronzing brush. I think it's a bronzing brush. I don't know, it's kind of angled and fluffy. And I just kind of mix the winter and spring together, but I mostly just use the winter because I am pretty pale. And you know, just do a little bit of this. Just so I look a little more tanned because I'm a little pale, and it just adds more color to my face so I don't look like a ghost. And I think I have a pretty big forehead, so I always like to put bronzer up there. Just around my hairline. Under here to cover up my double chin. I also have like the e.l.f. Glow palette, and that has a bronzer in it, but I used it all up, but I really like that bronzer. Otherwise I'd probably include it in here. Then, after bronzer, I use my Covergirl's Cheekers blush. It's really natural. It's kind of corally, but not really. I don't know. This is my favorite one to use. I also have the e.l.f. blush palette, and I blend it up so it looks more, looks more natural. I also just like to like run it over my nose just because it just makes it look more natural, I feel like. And I don't know, I think it's cute. I do this in such a weird order, I feel like. But I use my Archery 2-in-1 sculpting and setting brow thing by Soap & Glory. It's actually a really good drugstore product. Is Soap & Glory drugstore? I don't know. I have this e.l.f. Eyebrow Duo Brush with a spoolie and then a little angle brush on one end. If you're looking for a really cheap eyebrow brush that has both spoolie and the angle brush on the end, I highly recommend this e.l.f. one because for how cheap it is, it's really good. Just brush through my brows quick. Okay, and then I'll use this. Yeah, it's just got like a little angled tip there. You can't see it, can you? I'm gonna try and do this in the viewfinder. No, I'm not. That's scary. I'm so scared I choked on my words. I mostly just focus this on the tail of my brow because that's where my brows are most sparse. This is in the shade Brown and Out, by the way. So yeah, just kind of fill in the little bare areas, and then I will put a little bit up here and kind of blend it with my finger. I think this shade is a little bit too light for me, but I got it because I dyed my hair blonde and I wanted my eyebrows to match my hair more, but it looks alright. And then I brush through them again with a spoolie to get the excess product out. And this also helps make them look more natural. And then, just like the name states, there's another side that has a setting gel in it. And this stuff is incredible, let me tell you. It locks them in like all day long. It's amazing. Oh, it's amazing for a drugstore brand. If it's drugstore brand, still not sure. So I kind of just brush them all up first, and then I kind of like smooth them down like that, if that makes sense. It makes them look more fluffy, and I like that look. This brow, the hairs grow differently than on this brow, and that frustrates me. Alright, after that, I do my eyelashes, and I don't do a lot to my eyes. I'll just curl the lashes, and I have naturally pretty long eyelashes. Thank you, God. I don't wear eyeshadow very often because I don't think I look very good with it, so I'll just do mascara. And my favorite drugstore mascaras at the moment are Telescopic by L'Oreal Paris, the Falsies by Maybelline has been one of my favorites forever. And this one I just got, it's the Covergirl Flourish, and it has like coconut oil in it, which is pretty cool because coconut oil does wonders. I'm gonna go with this. Just put on some mascara. That sounded like a disease. I don't really have a technique to putting mascara on. I just go wherever the wind blows me. Shit! Huh? Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. One of my favorite drugstore products ever is the e.l.f. highlighting stick. The pink quartz does have some shimmer in it, but it's very subtle and it just looks really pretty. And the dewy one is just dewy, you know, looks more natural. And I do also have this little sample of the Make face gloss, and it's just like the dewy one except it lasts longer, but it's more expensive. I'm gonna go with the pink quartz one. I usually will just drag it on my skin and then just blend it out with my finger and put it like literally everywhere. I always like to go above my eyebrow, obviously on my cheekbones, a little over here, blend that in right there. That's so pretty! It's kind of like a dupe for the Halo scope, maybe. e.l.f. You outdone yourself with this one. Good job, sweetie. Yeah. What'd I tell you? Gorgeous. Not me, the highlight. I also put some in here, but if you have oily skin, then I do not recommend doing that step. A little bit down the bridge of my nose, and I love to put some right on top of your nose because nose highlight is the cutest thing ever. A little bit on a chinny chan chan. And then on the Cupid's bow. And to finish off the look, I'll usually put on my Maybelline Rosy Lips lip therapy chapstick stuff, but I don't know where that went. It's been gone for like a month or two. I should probably just get a new one. It just makes your lips look more healthier and glossier and shiny. Sometimes, if I'm feeling like it, I will put the highlighter on my eyelid. Like so. Oh my god, I forgot! I also put it under my eyebrows too. How could I forget that? I always do that. I'll put some on my eyelid sometimes if I'm feeling like it. Just mostly focusing it toward the center of my eyelid. Also, not every day, but sometimes I'll put some in my inner corner of my eye because it just makes them pop and I just look more awake. Wow, my bun is a mess. So yeah, that is basically all that I do for my everyday makeup look. Like I said, these products are amazing if you're looking for great quality drugstore highlighters. Like, seriously, look at that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next video.